Hey everyone, this is Ben, and thank you for joining us on this episode of the Semper Gumby channel. Well, I just returned from the Overland Adventure Summit in Winchester, Kentucky that was put on by Commonwealth 4x4 and River Overland. It was an awesome event. I was able to meet some great people. Thank you for those who came up and spent some time with Semper Gumby and Hoku, and I was at the Rendevous booth. Now, many of you came up to me and we were talking about the channel, some of the adventure. Some of you came up to see Hoku, but my main purpose there was to represent Rendevous in the Rendevous booth, and one of the items that I was showcasing was this right here, the LightRanger 2000. Yes, and this thing is flying off the shelves right now. Now the LightRanger 2000, the difference between the 1200 and the 2000 is the 2000 now emits 2,000 lumens of light. That's right. The 1200, which is still a great light, puts out 1200 lumens, but this new LightRanger 2000 shines 2,000 lumens and emits over close to 90 feet of coverage. That's right, 90 feet. Another good thing about this thing, when you put it up on the telescoping stand, it goes up to 10 feet. Now what Rendevous did with the new LightRanger, they have heat sink fins on this thing, and that helps with cooling to dissipate heat, because this thing puts out 2,000 lumens. That's right, 2,000 lumens in this little compact light. With the LightRanger 1200, you had to purchase additional filter kits to change the color of the lens, whether it was yellow, red, or orange. With the LightRanger 2000, the really cool thing is the filter kits are all integrated in the light itself. So with just a push of the button, you don't need to put the filter kit lens on there, because it's already built in, whether you got the amber or the red. So you don't need to purchase this separate. Everything is integrated in the light. Now you still have the same feature of the 1200, where you can adjust the lights to use 1, 2, or 3 LEDs to conserve the battery. Now one thing that the 2000 has that the 1200 did not have is a Bluetooth app. Now a lot of people are loving that, because one, when you got this light 10 feet in the air, or you're in your rooftop tent or your tent, you don't have to bring the light down to turn it on and off. You can use the Bluetooth app. Now when you download the app, this is the screen that will come on. You can turn on your light just by simply hitting that power button. As you can see, the light comes on. You got 4 LEDs on the screen, and that you can control that just by tapping the light on the screen. So if you want all 4 lights, you go ahead and hit all 4. If you just want 2, you can go ahead and hit 2. You can also change your colors from the screen. So if I want a amber light, I can go hit that, and you can still go ahead and control how many LEDs you want. You can also go straight to the red, and then back to white. You can also control the brightness of your light. As you can see right there, you can bring it down, dim it, or increase the brightness. Another option is you can monitor your battery life right there, right, it's showing 63%. And then of course you can add additional lights using the same app. So that's one cool feature this model, the LightRanger 2000, has that the other models did not come with. So that is really cool. Like I said, if you're in your rooftop tent or you're down, you got this thing 10 feet in the air, You don't have to bring this thing down to turn on or off, and you can monitor and operate this lamp or the light from ground level. Now the legs on the 2000 are going to be a little bit beefier. One option you're going to see is you can stake this down with tent spikes to prevent this thing from falling over. Now if you're on uneven ground, you have the option to adjust the legs just like that. The 1200 never had that, it was fixed. So you can adjust the LightRanger 2000 based on the terrain. So the LightRanger 2000 has a lot more functionality and a lot more features than the 1200 has. Now if you go to devosoutdoor.com, you'll be able to pre-order your LightRanger 2000. Should be available mid-June. Now at the Adventure Summit, I took the 800, the 1200, and the 2000, and we lit up the Semper Gumby camp. All right, we got some LightRangers lighting up the Semper Gumby camp. We got the 800, 1200, and the 2000, and we've got camp lit up with just 3 lights. And it is insanely bright. You can see Casey and Paula in the dark right there. But Devo's lighting, if you looking to light up your campsite, there you go. I mean, every place else is dark here except the Semper Gumby camp. If you can't find your way back home, you can find your way back home with Devo's LightRanger lighting. All right. And if you would like to order your LightRanger 2000 or any of the LightRangers, go to devosoutdoor.com and use the promo code Semper Gumby. That will save you 10% off your order. Now, what I also used on this was the motion detector. The motion detector is also a feature or an add-on accessory you can use with the light. When I came out of my rooftop tent, it automatically would come on. Also a deterrent for wildlife. So if you got any wildlife coming into your area or your camp, it will detect that, the lights will come on, and it usually scurries them away. Another option is light is your #1 security tool at camp. So if you got somebody that's in your camp at the middle of the night that's not supposed to be there, the motion sensor will be able to pick them up when they come in, light up the camp, and be a deterrent. This is it, folks. So if you want to get one, like I said, go to devosoutdoors.com, use the promo code SEMPERLIGHT, get 10% off, and pick one of these up. These are selling like hotcakes. So if you got any questions, pop them in the comment box below. I'll answer them the best I can. Subscribe, like, and comment. And I want to thank Devos for being a sponsor of today's video. Get yourself a Devos LightRanger. We'll catch you on the next one. This is Semper Gumby out.